Afro-descendants in the cultural diversity.
Okay, this is a
of
bill,
El Salvador.
and what are they trying to do with this bill, D?
They presented, Afros presented this bill in Congress in 2017.
Okay.
So they can change this article of the Salvadoran Constitution. So they include the recognition of Afro-Salvadorans, the Afro-Salvadoran population. And Joalma was telling us that it was sent straight to the archive. Put a scarf on her head or put her hair down, she will be extremely offended to the point that she might not even take a job.
Wow.
Because she says like it's part of who I am.
Yes.
And I'm not willing to modify or change that for a job.
Wow.
Y ahora alguna de las experiencias positivas que hayas tenido, algo que nos puedas contar que te haya incluso sorprendido, algo que no esperabas, como creo yo que lamentablemente un gesto negativo de una persona siempre te daña, pero quizás hasta cierto punto no te sorprende porque ya te lo esperabas. Pero algo positivo que te haya pasado, que incluso te haya sorprendido.
Positivo, el hecho de que, o sea, una cosa de las que me encanta a mí es que el hecho de que yo lleve mi cabello así, ser la única en la escuela, es que algunos niños se me acercan y me dicen, qué bonita te ves, y así, ¿verdad? O sea, halagos que nunca me habían llegado por el hecho de que ya me amarraba el cabello, ¿verdad? Entonces me dicen, sos única, y empiezan los halagos de niños pequeños, y siento que los de pequeños como que me emocionan más, no sé si porque son niños, ¿verdad? Sí es cierto que hay niños que los típicos comentarios de peluca y así, ¿verdad? Pero eso es como que no me afectan, ya no me afectan, ¿verdad? Pero me emociona bastante y me motiva el hecho de que personas se me acerquen y digan, ay, qué hermoso tu cabello, y empiecen a preguntar por qué sos así. O sea, empiezan a preguntarte por qué mis rasgos son así yo puedo informarles sobre nuestra historia oculta. Entonces, esas son cosas positivas que me pasan a mí. Otra cosa positiva que me ha pasado y que nunca pensé que me pasaría es que ahora actualmente soy como que más sociable, más abierta. Yo era una persona súper cerrada, como que la que se quedaba en la esquinita y no salía de allí, ¿verdad? Ahora sí, ahora me motivo, me dicen, vamos a tal actividad, ahí voy, o sea, porque me motiva el ir a motivar a más personas, ¿verdad? Otra cosa, estoy conociendo más personas, conociendo historias, que a mí me encanta escuchar las historias de las personas, de cómo han vivido siendo ellos mismos, de qué han tratado para ser diferentes, ¿verdad? Cosas positivas, oportunidades. Se me han dado oportunidades, ya sea, por ejemplo, esto nunca me lo imaginaría que estuviera pasando, ¿verdad? Pero
she never thought that something like this would happen to her, like being on a video, and then she says that like the most positive thing is getting compliments for small children, because she says that she can take it as an opportunity to educate them about being an Afro-descendant. Like, it's an opportunity, and it makes her feel like unique, and it makes her feel good about herself. And she says that also being part of this project and accepting her roots has made her more outgoing, because she's confident of who she is. Like, she's completely accepting who she is.
Because she's African, African Salvadorian,
Y te quería preguntar algo, porque la mayoría de personas que siguen a Dominique están en Estados Unidos, y al menos yo me he dado cuenta que te tocan el pelo es algo que a la mayoría de personas, al menos en Estados Unidos, sé que les molesta un montón. ¿Cuál es tu
reacción?
Sí, ¿cuál es tu punto de vista o tu posición? ¿Qué piensas tú? ¿Compartís? ¿Te molesta? ¿Te ofende? ¿O cómo te sentís respecto a eso?
Para ser honestas, a mí no me molesta, con solo que tengan mi consentimiento para hacerlo, porque sé que las personas tienen curiosidad cómo se siente ese cabello, ¿verdad? como yo
nunca lo he tocado.
Se siente curioso, ¿verdad? Y honestamente es cierto, hasta yo cuando me veo en el espejo me empiezo a hacer así, da mía, ¿verdad? Entonces yo veo a las personas que se me caían un poquito y yo les digo, ¿lo quiere tocar? Sí, me dice, y empiezan a tocar el cabello así, ¿verdad? Con un cuidado así de como que fuera algo frágil, ¿verdad? Entonces me parece algo gracioso y a la vez no me molesta, a menos que llegue la persona y solo llegue a tocarlo, ¿verdad? Es molesto, ya sería ofenderme honestamente. Estaría, mi privacidad ya no estaría vista, ¿verdad? Entonces, yo, la verdad no me molesta, o sea, a menos que estén hechos los rulitos. Cuando uno se define el cabello es súper difícil, es un gran trabajo, entonces ahí sí es molesto que llegue una persona y te empiece a hacer así, porque los colorechitos se empiezan a romper y tu trabajo pues se destruye y todo, ¿verdad? Pero si mi cabello anda así como en estos momentos afro, no le veo la molestia. Entiendo a las personas la atracción que tienen y la curiosidad, ¿verdad?
I was asking her because I'm telling her that most of your followers are in the U.S. Consent is like it's okay for them to carefully touch my hair because again it's something that we don't see every day. Without consent will be very offensive for her because it's part of her privacy.
Yeah,
and
I understand.
everything. Do you want to ask anything?
Traducción en inglés.
Fíjese que yo...
Porque aquí se usa mucho una forma despectiva.
Yo
Incluso
creería...
ya me lo han dicho también.
Sí.
La forma es ofensiva.
A mí también me lo han dicho
Y
por él.
viene desde tiempos coloniales.
Sí, yo creería que... He's asking me about, we have a word to call a person with a darker skin tone that is prieto or prieta.
Yeah, I had a Mexican say that, prieto.
Yeah.
Prieto? I'm like, okay. Yeah.
And it's like a derogatory term.
Yeah,
and
no,
he's asking me if there is a translation. I think it will be like saying the N word.
Yeah, it would be like saying the N-word.
Sí, sería como el equivalente a eso y sí es... A mí siempre me ha parecido, incluso, siempre me ha parecido como mal que los apodos que nosotros damos a la gente aquí en El Salvador son bastante ofensivos, no solo por el color de piel, sino el gordo, la gorda, o sea, siempre como que cosas que la gente no puede cambiar de ellas mismas se convierten en motivo de un apodo o...
Es un censo colonial. Y
¿En
estamos
qué
hablando
año me
de
dice, perdón?
1807. Y estamos hablando del mestizaje, de la intermezcla entre blancos y negros.
He says that in a census back in the 1800s, the mulattoes were the majority of the population. They were like a huge population, but even then he's saying that even the word mulatto is offensive right now because it comes from the mule, the animal. So it's like being derogatory towards a black person.
Es un concepto colonial peyorativo, pero es bueno ver las dos cosas, la cantidad de la presencia negra, ¿verdad? Pero también lo peyorativo que utilizan el concepto de mulato. Y el mulato, pues sí, viene directamente del africano.
Correcto.
El Salvador tiene una presencia mulata muy fuerte.
Claro, sí, pero sí, creo que lo he encontrado un montón, que la gente quiere ver la palabra como algo malo y, o sea, me da risa porque es como, si yo digo que él es negro, la gente lo ve como algo malo, pero le podrían decir prieto y a nadie se le mueve un pelo. Entonces para mí es como bien contradictorio, que es como si digo que él es negro, que es la verdad, somos diferentes, esa es su raza, no puedo ocultar algo que está ahí, pero no puedo al mismo tiempo...
Que no se piense que lo es así. Alguien lo dice como a eso le llaman los saberes del invasor. Como aquí hay un conocimiento que lo impuso el invasor.
El invasor.
El que conquistó, el que dominó, ¿verdad? Entonces eso ha prevalecido durante el tiempo, ha prevalecido. Y eso es digamos, destruye nuestra identidad. Por eso nosotros tenemos un documental, no sé si ya lo vio, que se llama La Tercera Raíz.
Jesse me estaba comentando.
Fuera bueno
sobre
que lo viera, la tercera raíz, porque ahí lo que tratamos de decir es que, pues, como el Estado-Nación de lo que es la República de Salvador, en la historia de los invasores, de los conquistadores, de los colonizadores, es que se funda el Estado-Nación República de Salvador de la intermezcla del pueblo español, europeo y de los indígenas. Nunca se tomó en cuenta a los africanos, por eso ese documental es valiosísimo. Se llama La Tercera
He was
Raíz.
telling me about a documentary that they have produced. It's called La Tercera Raíz.
Sí.
I've seen him on a documentary before.
And he says that if we should watch it, and I think you can share it as well, because it says that mostly history speaks about the mix between the white people and the native Salvadorians,
But not the
never
Afro.
the black people. Yeah, they don't speak about the influence of black people, and that's why, because we were talking about how people keep saying in your comments, oh no, there's no black people in El Salvador because we're all equal.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all the same. There's no.
Yeah, they don't see no.
Yeah.
They told me they don't see color.
And that is part of what was translated to us from he doesn't use the word colonizers, he used invaders because they invaded. Yeah.
Yes.
So he says that they transmitted that knowledge, and that's why unconsciously we think the same, that what they think.
Okay.
But the reality is that there is racism, there is racism and discrimination in El Salvador, and there is black people. The only thing is that they have been, like, the mix is so, they, like, the black people didn't stay together.
Yeah, so the mix is so great.
Exactly, that it's harder to see than in other countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Personas que nosotros reconocemos como afrodescendientes en Centroamérica, pero específicamente nosotros por primera vez escribimos acá. Está Joan, estoy yo, está otros compañeros que están en la diáspora y que son miembros también de Afros. Y bueno, aquí están las comidas vegetarianas que hace una compañera, afrodescendientes, y pues aquí hablamos de la afrodescendencia, la historia y las experiencias, ¿verdad? Incluso ahí donde mi parte, donde yo escribo, es sobre la experiencia, por qué me autoidentifico como afrodescendiente, la historia de mi abuela, y bueno, hay otros compañeros con otros artículos, muy bonitos, ¿no?
Excelente, muchísimas gracias. Do you want me to take a picture receiving the magazine?
Okay, yeah.
Le voy a tomar una foto para que le haga la entrega.
Pedimos aquí,
Para que salga para su video le voy a hacer acá con ustedes otra vez. Y listo. Afro-descendants in the cultural diversity.
Okay, this is a
of
bill,
El Salvador.
and what they trying to do with this bill, D?
They presented, Afros presented this bill in Congress in 2017.
Okay.
So they can change this article of the Salvadoran Constitution. So they include the recognition of Afro-Salvadorans, the Afro-Salvadoran population. And Joalma was telling us that it was sent straight to the archive, to the file.
All right.
This is so cool.
They gave me a book, guys. Read it
It's
from Katat. Wow.
It's a magazine.
All right.
It has a lot of pictures.
Wow. I'm gonna show people on the live today.
Yeah.
I do a live and I'll show
It
them.
has recipes.
I'll show them everything.
It has pictures of other
Afro.
descendants.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is
Very
nice.
cool. And also, the president of the foundation was telling me that she's gonna give us the link
Okay.
to the magazine. The magazine is available in English and Spanish.
Okay.
And also, she's gonna share with us the link of the documentary.
Okay.
And the documentary is also in English, Spanish, and I think she said French and Portuguese.
Okay.
So everyone can watch it, so we can support them. They're really counting on our support.
Yeah, I'm coming to 28th.
Yeah.
I'll get them
'Cause,
soon.
What's very shocking to me is to see how much they struggle to, make everything, like to
Well,
do
there's
the work.
black people worldwide. We're used to this. It's not been easy.
I
Not
know,
been easy.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's like they have been, from 2011. That's more than 10 years
Yeah.
of very, very hard work.
Okay.
So
So all they got to do is put them in the. It's not the Constitution, but what the paperwork. What was he showing
yeah,
us?
it
the
is the
paperwork?
Constitution.
Oh, okay.
So it includes it recognizes constitutionally
Okay, so
the
who?
existence
Okay.
of Afro-Salvadorans.
Okay. So that would have to be done by the president or somebody in government. How does it work?
It needs to be passed by Congress.
Okay. So they got to vote on it. They need
They
me.
have to.
They need me to go in there and talk on behalf, and you translate, give them a Martin Luther King speech.
Maybe
I'll give them a Martin Luther King
whatever
speech.
it takes to get
Yeah.
the recognition.
Well, that was good. So we walking back to our car, but we out here in a tiki saya.
I think it's Saya.
Like a
That's
tiki
right.
saya.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to come on the 28th. It's no, once they asked me, I had to come. I'm sure that's good for you, D. You get to see me a little bit more.
I can have you for 1 more week.
Yeah, I'll go to the function. Yeah, I already felt I was gonna go to the function anyway, so I already felt it.
Yeah, she said because I don't know if you remember that when we went to Zacatecoluca, they were saying that it was gonna be this Saturday,
Yes.
I think. And she told me that they used to do it there, but now they're choosing different cities
Okay.
so they can take the message to different
Yeah,
places
the different
too.
part. That's smart. That's smart of them.
Yeah.
And she's African descent too.
Yeah, she says that her story, her family story, is actually in the magazine.
Okay.
She told me briefly that her
In this magazine, guys. You alright?
some water fell on me.
D is crying.
No, I'm not crying. Some random water fell on my face.
Okay.
So she says, she mentioned briefly that she's African descent on her grandmother's side.
Okay.
And then Joalmo said that
Yeah.
he's on his dad's side.
Okay.
He said that his dad identifies as black and also his grandfather.
He identifies as black.
Yeah.
Nice little day out here in El Salvador. In the Tiki Saya.
Yep. I think that you can see that today it's more active.
Yeah.
There's more
It's
people.
Friday, right? Is it Thursday?
Friday.
Okay.
Kids just got out of school.
But I'll help them with that Afro thing. I'll sit on it. I'll help them. That'd be cool if I could help them pass that law.
It would be really cool.
Yeah. And I make word to the NAACP. I'll talk to them boys. Because they don't, that stuff they like to know. And then they'll start doing their magic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they acknowledge the Indians, they acknowledge the Mayans, they acknowledge the
Native
The Native
Americans,
American.
not Indians.
Well, Native American. My fault. Let me give them proper respect. I don't want nobody jump on my head. Native Americans.
Yeah, the thing is that
The
it doesn't specifically say, like what Joalma was telling me is 100% true. I remember when I was in school and you are in your social studies class, they tell you like, yeah, the Spanish people came and they discovered our country, which is complete
you
nonsense.
can't discover
How
a
can you
place
discover
that
something
people was already there.
Yeah, it was already there. But anyway,
You can add on to it, but you ain't discover it. Oh, we can went through
they came here.
Uh-huh.
They came here and they started mixing with our people. It's like, no, they didn't start like mixing with them. They enslaved them.
Okay.
And then when they abolished the Native American slavery, they just substituted with black slaves because apparently it was okay to enslave black people. So I don't know, it's just the whole history is crazy to me. It's like he actually said that one of the first churches here in Atiquizaya was built by black slaves. But
wow.
they're not important enough to be acknowledged in the Constitution.
Wow.
Just indigenous people and white people. That's it.